Hey guys, in this video we're going to use yfinance to run some statistics on the S&P 500 and then use those statistics to create an indicator, and it's likely going to be something like ATR. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to import yfinance as YF, and we are going to get the ES ticker, and I'm going to make a variable called ticker and set that equal to ES equals F. And now that we have that, we can download the data, which is really simple. We can just make a variable called data and set that equal to yf.download. So we're going to use the download method of yfinance, and we're going to input the ticker that we want, and then we can just input a start and a end date. So we're going to get the daily averages, whether that be open to close, open to low, and high to low, so that we can use that information to plot lines that may be useful to us. So I'm going to do a start date of 2024-01-01, and then we are going to do a end date, so end equals 2025-01-01. So we're going to get 1 year full of data. And there's a few things I want. I want to get the average range from high to low. I want to get the average open to high distance and the average open to low distance. And so we can use those to kind of gauge how far from the open we usually will print a low, and see if that will be useful information. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a variable called data, and then I'm going to do open to close range. And we're going to set this equal to, let's do absolute value of data open minus data close. So we are getting the distance from the open to the close. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the open to the high, the open to the low, and then we're going to do high to low. So let's do data open high range, set that equal to data high minus data open. Next thing I'm going to do is the open to low, so let's do data open low range and set that equal to data open minus data low. And then the last, we're going to get the full range, so we're going to do data high low range, set that equal to data high minus data low. There we go. So now that we have all four of these variables set up, we are going to get the average of each of these. So to do that, we can do average open close. So we're going to get the average open to close range, and we're going to set this equal to data open close range, and then we can put dot mean. So this will give us the average. Now we can do this for each and every one of these. So let's do average open high range, set that equal to data open high range dot mean, and then so on. So average open low range, set that equal to data open low range mean, and then the last we will do the average range. So average high low range, set that equal to data high low range, and then get the mean of this data. Now the next thing we're going to want to do is be able to plot this on a chart so we can kind of see what this looks like visually. So to do this, we're going to import matplotlib plot lib dot pyplot as plt. So this is what we're going to use to plot these data points. So first thing I'm going to do is plot the daily ranges. So we're going to use the figure method, and we're going to do fig size equals 12.8. And then to plot, the first thing we're going to do is plt.plot, and we are going to do data.index so that we can iterate through it, and then do data, open, close, range, label, and then set this equal to open to close range alpha, set that equal to 0.6, and then we'll do color for this one. Let's just do blue, and then so on for each and every one of these. Do plot data.index data, set this to open high range, label open to high range alpha is equal to 0.6. So color for this one, let's do green, and then let's do PLT. Make sure we correct this one up here to PLT. PLT dot plot data index, and the next one is the open to the low. So we will do data open low range label equals open to low range alpha to equal 0.6, and for this one let's do color equals red, and then let's also plot the high to low range. Now that we have that, plt plot, let's do data index data high low range, label this as high to low range to alpha equals 0.6, and then for the color of this one let's do purple. Okay, so now we should have these plotting. The next thing we want to do is plot a horizontal line at each of the averages. So I'm going to copy and paste these ones to be a little bit more quick. Let's do plt.axh line y equals average open close range, color equals orange, line style equals 2 dashes, label equals, and then we'll do an f string here so we can input the actual value at the top. To average open to close range, and then insert it here, average open close range there. So now that we have that done, I'm just going to copy and paste this so that we don't keep doing this. We're going to add 3 more here. So the next one I'm going to do is going to be the average open high range, and so we can just copy this and paste this here. And then the next one I'm going to do average open to low, average open low range. Now let's copy this, paste this here, and then for the last one, we do average high low range, And then we will copy and paste this as well. Now we want to add, I'm going to keep them all the same color, and we will do open to high. This next one is open to low. And then this one is high to low. Okay. So now that we have this, we're going to make the labels for the title and the X and Y axis. So we do plt.xlabel. And we're going to set this equal to date, since it is going through each date here. Then we're going to do the Y axis as range. And then for the title, we are going to do, let's make an F string, and we'll do E mini S and P 500 futures ranges. And we actually don't need the F string. Let's just leave that out. And then for the display, let's do plt.xticks, and we are going to put a rotation of 45, and then we're going to make it display the legend by just doing that, and then do tight layout and plot.show. So now that we have this, let's run it and see if it looks correct. Okay, pulled up on my other chart or my other screen. So now we can see we have all the data here. We have the averages. So as you can see here, the average range is around 61 points, and the average open to high and open to low is around 31 points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a indicator that is going to plot 31.8 points above the open, since the average high and the average low is 30.97. So we are going to subtract that from the open, and we are going to create a indicator that way and see if this is useful information. So I'm going to open up TradingView, since this will be the easiest way to code this. We are going to put the version, it's version 6, and the indicator will be average range. So that's all I'm going to do, and then just do overlay and set that equal to true, since we are going to overlay some lines on the chart at those distances. So the daily open we are going to get by doing daily open equals request security sim info dot ticker ID. We'll do D for daily, and we'll get the open, and then we'll use look ahead and set that equal to bar merge dot look ahead on. So now that we have this, we are going to define the values for the above the open and below the open. So the above the daily open, we're going to put above daily equals daily open plus 30.81, since that was the average distance from the open to the high. And then the below daily will set equal to daily open minus 30.97. And then I'm going to define a time zone, since I'm a different time zone. Do EST time zone equals America York, and we may use this later. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plot these lines on the chart for each day. So we are going to make variables, or the variable float line above daily equals NA, and then var float line below daily, set that also equal to NA, and then we are going to plot these at the beginning of each day. So I'm going to do if time is greater than or equal to start of day EST, and time is less than start of day EST plus 86 for. So this will give us the day. The 86.4 is, I think, the seconds that it takes to reach the next day. And what we're going to do is we're going to assign the variable line above daily. And to do that, you actually have to do the colon equals. You can't reassign it with just equals. It's not exactly like Python. You just do above daily, and then line below, or actually, yeah, line below daily, we're gonna put as below daily. So during these time periods, it's going to plot them as that. Otherwise, we want them to just be NA, above daily, line below daily, okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to plot these lines here that we have, the line above daily and the line below daily. So to do that, we are going to do plot line, or let's just do plot, just plot, and then do line above daily color equals color dot red, and then a line width, set that equal to 2, and then we will do title, and we'll put range high, and then the next thing we are going to do is track price, set that equal to 2, track price, set that equal to true, and it looks like I misspelled line width here. So we're going to copy and paste this and do this for the line below the daily. So we're going to do this, line below daily, and then we're going to make that blue, and we will set that to range low. So let's see if this works. It looks like there's some issues. Undeclared variable start of day EST. Okay, so let's make a variable for the start of day EST. So the start of the day EST, we're going to create a variable called start of day EST and set that equal to timestamp, and then we are going to use the time zone variable that we created, the year, month, day of, month, and then for the hour and minute do 00 and 00 for the second, and this should help alleviate that issue. So now, as you can see here, we are from every single open or 0 essentially on the from one day to the next. So you can see Friday, and then this goes to Sunday. We are plotting new lines based on that open, based off of the chart that we got here. So the average distance from the open to the high and the open to the low is around 31. So we're taking those distances and for each day, we are plotting them above and below the open at those distances. So you can see it looks like it would be good for some sort of reversals. As you can see here, it worked pretty well. Here it didn't really work since we are in a trending market, but I think when we are in a non-trending market, it seems to catch the lows, as you can see here, catches the highs, and then a little bit of the highs here. So it does seem semi-useful for us if we are good at observing when there is a trend and when there is not a trend.